And what's going on, guys? Kale here, coming at you with another video. I know it's been quite some time since I've done a video, so just trying to get, I guess, back into the routine of that. For those of you that are new to the channel, I am an M-game player with 3 accounts, kind of just varying in the amount of time they've been playing. My main account, Vagar, I've been playing for almost 5 years now. Next account would be Vermithor, just a little bit over 4, and my last one, the baby account, Balerion, is just a little bit over 2 years. So this video is going to be about the legendary section in DD5, and honestly, I recorded this video a lot earlier. I did the first 2 nodes, but there is currently a weird visual bug going on with Red Hulk, and basically after doing his ultimate, the whole game just gets like crazed, and all of the visual effects disappear, and you can't tell, like, you can't really physically tell who you're attacking, you can't tell what the enemy's doing, like how the enemy is attacking, etc. So the video was just really long, really boring because nothing was happening. So what I'm going to do here, I'm basically on the last node, and just to kind of, I guess, look at things, what I decided to do, legendary-wise, 3 of the characters I think kind of go, you know, they're kind of no-brainers, essentially. So we have Morgan Le Fay, we have Rogue, and then we have Red Hulk. The other 2 I took in is Omega Red and Shuri. Omega Red still the best legendary outside of the Horseman characters, which, you know, makes sense as he was the last legendary character released before the Horseman characters started coming into the game. And then Shuri, just, you know, her defense up, rather, her healing, and the, you know, energy she gives. And basically I figured, as far as characters to G16, you know, she's not bad on Cross and Crucible, she's okay on War Defense, and that's really why I brought her up. The other one I kind of considered was Jubilee. However, I've got my fingers crossed over here that hopefully with the Death Horseman it will actually be a New Mutant raid team, and the hybrid Astonishing X-Men and the Unlimited X-Men hopefully can kind of go to the wayside, as they're not super effective. I mean, they can kind of get it done, but it's a little iffy. So I didn't really want to invest any more mutant gear than I needed to, and that's kind of why I opted for Shuri. Other than that, ISOs, fairly kind of standard stuff. You know, I've got Morgan Le Fay as a striker, Omega Red as a striker, Shuri as a healer, Rogue as a striker, and Red Hulk over here as a raider. I was not able to get him up to, you know, blue ISO quite yet, as I am a little short on some of his ISO green requirements, so we'll get that up. But honestly, it wasn't really needed. The characters really walked through the legendary section, even with the visual bug, which made it quite challenging, to be totally honest. But if we go in here, in the first node, I was able to one-shot it, and the second node was a 2-tap. So, you know, we look over here, 1 attack, 44 million, and then over here it was a 2-tap. And basically I was able to get it all the way down to the last 4 characters before I just couldn't really tell what was going on, and before I knew it, like, characters just started dropping. And in the final node, I was basically able to get to the final wave, and basically I just have this final little wave left. Again, kind of the same thing happened, though. I did Red Hood's ultimate, and it basically, like, glitched the whole visual situation. So we're going to go back in here. I'm assuming it's going to happen again, just because it's happened 1, 2, 3. So it's happened 4 times already, so I see no reason why it probably won't happen again this time. And basically what's happening, I don't know if it has something to do with BlueStacks, which is what I'm currently running on. I don't know if it's something that has to do with Red Hulk himself. I actually tested this out also in War, And basically, I just brought in my baby Gamma team against a Young Avengers. And I mean, mind you, they managed, it was something like a 300k punch up. And really, the only two characters I have built are Red Hulk and Regular Hulk. And as soon as I did Red Hulk's ultimate, the visual glitch just went like absolutely crazy. And I don't know, I haven't honestly tested it on like my phone or my iPad, so I'm not too sure if it's a Red Hulk specific glitch or if it's a BlueStack glitch or a combination of the two. I'm honestly not too sure, but anyway, so we are on basically this final wave here, and I'm targeting Doom and kind of basically working him down. And it's kind of weird. So you can actually see here, this is actually not a real thing. This is a thing bot, and this is an Invisible Woman bot. So this last Doctor Doom, it's kind of weird. So he summons Fantastic Four bots. I want to say he summons Fantastic Four bots. You'd think I'd know that after I've done this both on Vagar and Vermithor. Vagar, I've done it twice. Vermithor once, working on the second path. You'd think I'd remember at this point, but I can't remember if it's this node or the next little mini wave, where basically it just keeps summoning like bots on bots on bots. But anyway, I'm basically targeting Doom here, and maybe I might avoid doing Red Hulk's ultimate. I honestly haven't decided. The effect of it is really good, so as soon as Red Hulk does his ultimate, that gamma radiation effect will actually persist throughout all the waves, and it is a crazy amount of damage, or at least so I think. I haven't really been able to tell since I can't see. Once the ultimate goes off, like, the physical damage doesn't really show. You just see basically the character's health bars just progressively going down, but you don't really see as to like why. So it's a little funny. But so one thing about this node that is a little different, and you might have already noticed it, is the Doom bots that Doom is summoning. They actually do Doom's special versus doing Doom's basic. So that is one way that this node is a little different than like your standard Doom. But anyway. Going pretty good, though. You know, this was a solid 2-tap, or at least that's what I'm hoping for. And, you know, we should be able to get Doom down here in a second. And then once Doom drops, it's kind of weird. It will basically summon a bunch of Fantastic Four bots. I want to say they're bots. And they're kind of weird. They basically have Doom's ultimate, but instead of summoning Doom bots, they basically summon, I want to say they do Mr. Fantastic like bots, and they basically explode. It's kind of bizarre. So we got rid of the Doom. You'll see here Thing bot, Torch bot, and Invisbot. So I'm basically just going to start working on the weakest, and we'll switch on over here to the Thing bot that has the least amount of health. We'll get an offense down and some speed downs. Now, one cool thing about having Morgan Le Fay and actually already having her awakened abilities done is that basically when she does her special and her ultimate, it also affects Horseman character. So that is going to basically, you're going to notice here, it does apply the speed up to Red Hulk, it applies the speed up to Rogue, where traditionally, before the awakened ability, that would only apply to Darkhold characters. Now, this Fantastic Bot is the weird one. He is the one, if I'm not mistaken, that summons the Fantastic Four bots. So I'm basically going to ability block him over here. I'm going to get him stunned. And I'm going to go to take him out first, if I'm remembering this node correctly, which I honestly might not be. And probably what I'll end up doing is I think I've got this node pretty well controlled at this point. So what I'll probably do, just for, you know, the lulz or for science, whatever you want to call it, I probably will do Red Hulk's ultimate just so I can kind of show you guys the visual bug it's creating. Honestly, genuinely curious if anyone else is experiencing something similar, or if, like I said, it is a, BlueStacks issue versus a Red Hulk issue. So here we are. Again, I'm gonna target the Fantastic Bot. We're gonna do his ultimate here, and let's see if it glitches out again. And yep, glitched out again. So basically, the way I know it's glitched out, mainly because it's happened 4 times already, but basically, if you see here, like, I can't physically, like, target anyone where you'd have, like, the little red cursor over them. And the only way I know who I'm actually targeting is based off of this up here. And I honestly think it has to do with this gamma radiation debuff, because it's like the first battlefield effect. So you'll see it's here, but I honestly, I would almost put money on the fact that that is the issue. So you'll see here, now none of my characters are going to move, but the debuffs are still going out. I can't really tell, when an enemy is attacking unless I'm, like, really looking to see, like, if I'm losing health. So yeah, I mean, that part of it kind of sucks. It makes it, like, very unglorious. But that's basically why I cut the last video, is because it was basically just this, and, it was honestly almost 30 minutes of this, and it just made for a really crummy video. So, with that being said, let's wrap this up here. That is DD5 Legendary. Red Hulk definitely makes a huge improvement. Honestly, DD5 Legendary has gotten a lot easier even with the release of Morgan Le Fay. It got even easier with Rogue, and now it is just, I mean, had I been able to kind of see what was going on, I honestly think I probably could have one-shotted all the nodes, but then again, that would involve not using Red Hulk's ultimate, which I think is a big drawback. So, in theory, had I not done a refresh on the second legendary node, this would have been 2-tap for the final node, 2-tap for the second node, and a solo tap for the first. So really, you're talking, this might have taken me 5 days had I not been impatient and refreshed. But, yeah, so actually, no, not even 5 days, because I only refreshed once. So that would have been 2 days, and then I had to do a second tap on this one. So this basically would have taken 3 days. But still, really good experience as far as, using those 3 legendary characters. Really, Omega Red adds into that a lot, and honestly, I don't think the 5th character matters so much. Kind of just make a decision where you're at gear-wise. If you're not at the point yet where you're at Legendary and you're still a little bit of a way, definitely I would consider holding off until you get to Legendary, because there's also the possibility that Death could be out by then, and if that's the case, you would take in the 4 Horsemen and Omega Red. And honestly, I think that'd probably be, I mean, really, if this was like a walk in the park, I don't have a cute little saying for what I think 4 Horsemen would do. But it's pretty cool. I'm excited to now basically have all 3 accounts officially completed DD5, so I think that is a kind of cool milestone. I am going to certainly try to get a little bit better onto getting back into the video thing, and, if there's definitely an interest in, just kind of doing account progress updates, which I used to do kind of a lot more regularly, I can definitely try to get back into the habit of that. But, yeah, that was just kind of this quick little video on DD5 and Red Hulk, and just kind of some of the issues that are going on. Also, to kind of relate to this as well, there is also currently an issue as well with Red Hulk, where his ultimate, sometimes you'll use it, and his energy basically gets instantly refreshed. So yeah, so that's kind of another thing going on. But anyway, hopefully you did like this video. If you did, please do feel free to like and subscribe. As always, I want to thank you so much for watching. It really does mean a lot. And if you have any comments or something you want to see, feel free to leave it down in the comment section. Again, take it easy. Thanks for watching and have a good one.